récupérer après l'école.
Les autres, ils trouvent que je suis bizarre.
Carrie, ton poème préféré, tu nous l'as apporté?
Je peux pas être comme ça.
It's an interesting character because, you know, Carrie's been in people's minds since the late 70s. You know, everyone knows the Sissy Spacek Carrie. I mean, it's the iconic picture of her drenched in blood with her hands out like this and those eyes, and, you know, that is Carrie. So, you know, it was terrifying for people to hear that they were doing a new movie with me, someone who does not look like the idea of Carrie, you know, who in the book is a chunky girl with pimples and is, you know, an outcast not only emotionally but physically. But, you know, Sissy already accomplished overcoming that in the original film. So stepping into this was interesting because I just wanted people to know that I'm not trying to be someone else. Just like Julianne's not trying to be Piper Laurie and Kimberly Pierce isn't trying to be, you know, De Palma. We're all doing our own thing because we love the book so much.
I loved the original movie. I mean, I just loved it. It was an iconic film from when I was growing up. I think those performances are amazing. You know, Piper Laurie and Sissy Spacek gave absolutely indelible performances. And the source material is incredible. You know, I mean, Stephen King is known for writing these kind of incredible, interesting, very detailed characters, and also in a particular social milieu. You know, I mean, he talks very much about our culture and our society and how we behave within it. So this is a story about adolescence and social isolation and what that does to people, and yeah, I think it's incredibly timely.
Ô sauveur, que ta lumière resplendisse sur les flots, qu'elle éclaire vers le ciel obscur et sauve les morts.
It was a lot of fun for me to make it more contemporary because, you know, the last time I saw it, like I said, was in the late 70s where they didn't have the technology we have now. And we wanted to bring the social media element into it without dating the film to where you look at it and you go, oh, that's so obviously, you know, 2012 when it was shot, you know? So we kind of left out the social platforms of the idea of Facebook and Twitter. You know, we mainly use things like Vidéo and stuff like that, which is obviously going to be around for a very long time. And that's kind of how we put it in there, and we put it in perspective that way. Even young kids, because a lot of kids I know never read the novel, nor have they seen the other old, you know, the old movies. So it's, you know, you got to introduce it, but at the same time make the people who've already seen it not feel dumb. So it's a very weird middle ground you have to find.
Le bal, c'est la semaine prochaine. Si ta personne vient avec moi, si tu veux.
Maman, un garçon m'a invité au bal.
A really challenging scene was the scene where I have to tell my mom I'm going to prom. It was an interesting scene because the first time I used the telekinetic powers, so technically it was very confusing and also emotionally because you had to show this inner conflict of she does want to go to prom, but she doesn't want to hurt her mom. She doesn't want to leave her. So that's why when she locks her mom in the closet and she puts her away, it hurts her. It hurts her, but she knows this is the only way I can grow. She has to come to terms with me being who I am before I can grow up.
Chloe, in particular, is just such a lovely girl and so professional. She was always so prepared and delightful to be with, and incredibly hardworking, you know, very, very hardworking. At the same time, she is an actual adolescent, which was the wonderful thing about, you know, there you are with somebody who was at the time 15 years old.
Je veux être normale.
Ton petit sourire là, tu le ravales tout de suite.
Il faut absolument que j'essaie de trouver mon équilibre avant qu'il soit trop tard.
Aider cette petite à voir ses péchés. Si elle était restée innocente, le sang ne l'aurait pas
Maman,
frappée.
c'est même pas dans la Bible, je t'assure, regarde, c'est écrit nulle part.
It's not centered around the religious fact. I mean, to be honest, you know, like I've always said, as I told Kim, it's like I don't want to make a movie to where religious people are going to look at the movie and go, this is blasphemous, this is blasphemous to my God, and da-da-da-da, because I am a religious person, I believe in what I believe in. And I don't want people to feel offended. That was my main thing. And so this movie does not circle around the religious aspect of it. It circles around what can happen when you take something to an extreme, whether that's religion, whether that's food, whatever your extreme may be. It's what happens when you take it there.
The character's not an evil character. She's someone who's abused by a lot of people and in a lot of circumstances. So what happens to her, I think, is pretty dramatic.
Le roi et la reine sont